You're tapped into the Love Offering, your inspiration station. Worship 94.5 FM. Your man RoJay holding it down for you. And as promised, time to get you guys onto some new music. My girl Mechi Rae, my man Kelvin Wooten have teamed up and, of course, delivered some heat. All right, so we're going to get into it. First and foremost, Mechi Rae, Kelvin Wooten, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good.
Same here. Same here.
Now, Mechi, I know you've been trying to connect with Kelvin Wooten for a minute. We've talked about it for a while, and now that it has happened, you guys have made some magic. So tell me a little bit about your experience with working with Mr. Kelvin Wooten.
It's been great. You know, RoJay, you know firsthand I've been trying to get in contact with Mr. Wooten. But it's been great. We connected around, I would say, May?
Yeah, May.
Sometime in there. And I mean, like, ever since, you know how some of those people you just meet and y'all just instantly click, you kind of feel like family. Like, him and his wife have just embraced me so much throughout this process. And, I mean, they're forever family now. So, it's been great working with Mr. Wooten.
And we're about to get ready to play this song, but I do want to know, how did you guys decide on which direction to go in for your first collaboration?
Okay, so I wrote this single with a lady by the name of Casey Sims. She helped me, like, you know, we co-wrote it together. What do we have, maybe like a day or two?
Yeah, like
done.
a couple of days.
Yeah.
I had Casey come down. I had worked with Casey previously on some other projects, and I hit Casey up and was like, yo, there is an artist I really, really think that you should connect with. Mechi and Casey just got together and wrote some fire. I mean, like,
yeah,
more than one song. So they just gel real well, just the connection, the chemistry. You know, just really, really family vibes. That's sort of kind of what I like to look for in putting people together and people working together, is that it's a family vibe. So it doesn't feel like we're working. And if, you know, it just feels like fun. It just feels very organic, and we're talking about things that we like. We're talking about life, and, you know, I kind of step away sometimes as producers and let the writers write what they, especially the artists, let them say what they want to say.
Yeah.
And so her and Casey,
we came up with the concept because it was, you know, it's kind of something that I feel like all women can relate to. Like, you know, you're dating a guy, you're talking to a guy, and you like him. He has great potential, but he's not quite giving you what you need, what you want. So as, you know, we began to, like, just talk and, you know, we playing around. I'm like, oh, I think that's it, Casey. Let's go off of this topic right here. So, you know, my new single is called Return to Sender. And it's just basically saying how, like, you know, if you can't do the things that I need you to do, if you don't want to get right, you know, get in line, baby, I will send you back, okay?
And my line is, I know you got options, but I got plenty of options too. So
Okay, don't
I
forget.
feel you.
And Kelvin, you've worked with the likes of her, Jasmine Sullivan, Coco Jones, Queen Naja just dropped a new one that you had your hand in, and a few other of my favorite R&B ladies. Like, what made you confident in Mechi Rae's talent to make you want to make magic with her?
yeah, that's a good question. So honestly, I saw the same thing. You know, I saw the same type of passion and determination with Mechi as working with her or working with Coco. I mean, to just have that tenacity and that just persistence, and because she used a lot of persistence just even trying to get to work with me. It was like 3 years.
Right.
She'd be in my DMs about, hey, Mr. Wooten, I'll meet you, Ray. She would say the same thing. She'd start from the top. Hey, Mr. Wooten. And so it was just like this one particular time, like maybe the third time, I said, you know, I'm gonna take a meeting. And I just heard just her story about her life and what she's trying to do with her music. And that's just was the thing that was compelling to me. It's like there was a story there that was a story mainly about just persistence, you know. And that's the thing that I think a lot of times is what artists need. Because talent just is a dime a dozen. I mean, I can name 30 talented singers, artists or performers, musicians, producers, but a lot of them don't have that drive, that grit that says, I really, really want this. I want this for myself. I have something to say to the world. I have something to give back to the world through my music. And so my first conversation with Mechi, that's exactly what we talked about. And I heard it all within a 2-hour conversation. I said, let's do it. Let's make something happen.
Well, let's make something happen. I want you guys to check it out right now. This one is titled Return to Sender. My girl Mechi Rae, produced by my man Kelvin, Wooten, right here at your inspiration station. Worship 94.5 FM. Brand new music from my girl Mechi Rae, produced by my man Kelvin, Wooten. That one is titled Return to Sender. Got to hear it before it hits the streaming platforms. We like to break records around here. And let me just say, every time I have gotten stuck on a R&B record, one of these recent releases over the past few years, after I sit down and read the credits, after falling in love with it, I find out that my man Kelvin Wooten had something to do with it. So it's crazy because Woo be on it. So let me ask you something, Kelvin. What do you feel is a secret ingredient when it comes to you and working with these passionate and persistent ladies of R&B?
Honestly, that is, you said it, that's the ingredient. It's just passion, you know. And everybody's passion shows up and looks different, but the end result is when you hear of a Jasmine Sullivan or her, or Coco Jones, Queen Naja, or Ari Lennox, like they're just super, super passionate people at the core. You know, everybody's different, and I love that. You know, I love the diversity of working with different artists. You know, what we mentioned were R&B female artists, but they're all still different. They have a different sound. They have a different reason why they want to speak to the world through their music. And so I count Mechi in that number. I count Mechi Rae in that number in just terms of having something to say and, you know, not just another voice out here just singing, but, you know, because she can sing. Let it be known that she can sing. She can sing, she can go. I'm more compelled by, you know, artists that have something to say and have something that they want to do with their platform as it grows and giving back to the community, you know, and other endeavors as well. So I'm looking forward to this journey with Mechi Rae. Family.
Okay. And Mechi, the last time I spoke with you, it was when you came by to give us your song So In Love featuring my man Grayson Lockhart. And here we are again. I do want to know what you feel about your evolution from like So In Love to now with Return to Sender.
Honestly, you know, RoJay, getting with the producer that like believes in you and can give you the sound that you're looking for. Like, I have been blessed to work with some amazing people, but everybody doesn't see, you know, your vision. Everybody doesn't agree with what you're trying to do. So I think that's the biggest thing. Now I have music that I truly feel like is a piece of who I am genuinely. So I think that's my biggest thing, like from now to then, like So In Love, that was like the start of it. But now I'm feeling like I'm starting to reach like my climax and my peak, you know? So I'm just excited to really share with you guys who Mechi Rae is, and I have a few songs in the vault. So this time I won't just be putting out one song. I'll be able to put out, you know, multiple songs in different layers so you guys can see who I am as a person and who I am as an artist. So that just gives me a different level of confidence.
And Kelvin, since you're serving like as a mentor and a family member of sorts, what advice have you given to Mechi Rae as an artist that you hope that she carries closely with her along her journey in this music game?
You know, one thing that I would tell Mechi, and I tell all the artists, is just two things. Just be yourself. Be who you are. Be the person that God created you to be. There's only one of you. It's easier to be yourself than to try to be somebody else. It's a lot easier just to talk how you talk, walk how you walk, think how you think, care about the things that you care about. That's the most important thing, is just to be. And compete with yourself. Like, you have to be better than you were yesterday. That's one thing I like about Mechi. She's a very competitive. She's an athlete too. So she's super competitive now. And she knows that she has to be better than she was the last time. She knows who the competition is, and it's the last version of her. It's not anyone else. It's just the last version of herself. And that's the advice I give. Like, look, you're competing with yourself. You got the gift that God gave you. Utilize it. You know, sharpen that thing. Sharpen that skill. Just be yourself.
Well, I'm a sucker for R&B, and when I get a dope record, I am satisfied. And just like I commented on your Instagram, Grammy Award winning Mechi Rae, and Woo, you out here collecting these accolades like Thanos, so I ain't even mad.
Congratulations,
right.
Mechi, on the record. You know, Kelvin, I appreciate you finally, you know, responding to the DM.
I'm telling you, because he don't respond.
In my defense, there's a lot of them in there. It's a lot of them. Boy, it's a lot of them.
I can only imagine.
But thank you for the opportunity too, RoJay, to speak and to share the music with. You know, you've always been a person that's been open to give us a platform to, as musicians in this area, in this community. So definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you both for tapping in to the love offering tonight. I love showing love to my favorites, and you two are definitely among my favorites. So thank you once again. You guys be sure to support Mechi's new single, Return to Sender. It is out now. Be sure to just run those numbers up, all right? I got more on the way for you. Keep it locked right here, your inspiration station. Worship 94.5 FM.